Hello everybody, I'm Renee and Tom and I were on the Ultimate World Cruise. Welcome to a challenge of a lifetime. Tom and I set out on the Ultimate World Cruise with ambitious goals to experience every port, sail through the world's most iconic oceans and seas, and walk more miles than we ever imagined. Can you guess how many miles we walked or calories we burned? Join us as we take on the world, one port and one step at a time. Today we're going to take you on a visual journey around the globe, showcasing every port of call on our incredible Ultimate World Cruise journey. As we sailed through the Caribbean, we were treated to idyllic islands like Aruba, Bonaire, and Curaçao. In Rio de Janeiro, we were greeted by the iconic Christ the Redeemer statue. We saw amazing fireworks off of COCOCAY, and flying to Iguazu Falls and seeing them was simply amazing. Taking a boat ride under Iguazu Falls was outstanding. And then we embark on a once-in-a-lifetime journey to Antarctica. The frozen wilderness is unlike anything else on the Earth. Sailing past icebergs and spotting wildlife like whales and penguins and experiencing the sheer majestic of this untouched landscape was an absolute highlight. As we leave Antarctica, we experienced the notorious Drake's Passage. The rough seas made it impossible to stop at the Falkland Islands as planned. But navigating these legendary waters was an adventure in itself. Our voyage takes us back up on the west side of South America, where we saw vibrant cultures and stunning coastlines. The desert landscape was spellbinding. In Lima, Peru, we find a city bustling with energy and history. Flying to Cusco to see the ancient civilizations that once thrived there was amazing. In Costa Rica, we discovered a land of diverse wildlife, lush rainforests, and pristine beaches. As we continue to make our way up the coastline, we stop in LA on our way to Hawaii. Arriving in Hawaii, this tropical paradise is known for its stunning beaches, historical sites like Pearl Harbor, and lush green mountains. We leave Hawaii and sail on to French Polynesia. And the next stop is New Zealand. It is surrounded by water dotted with volcanic hills. Our journey takes us down under to the famous city of Sydney, Australia. Sailed in, we saw the iconic Sydney Opera House. The weather was too bad to scuba dive on the Great Barrier Reef. Cruising up the coast until we hit Bali, Indonesia. It has volcanic mountains, iconic rice paddies, and tranquil temples. Next, we sailed to the vibrant city of Manila in the Philippines, known for its rich colonial history and dynamic urban culture. Our journey continues to Hong Kong, a city where east meets west, from the towering skyscrapers to the bustling markets and serene temples. Next, we arrive in Japan, and from there we head off to South Korea, where Tom goes back to the same police station where he was dropped off over 60 years ago as an orphan. From there, we voyaged over to China to see the Great Wall at night. Then we went back to Japan to spend an overnight in Tokyo. As we sailed into Southeast Asia, we were greeted by the vibrant cities and serene temples. This region is a blend of bustling urban life and tranquil natural beauty. Our journey continues to East Asia, where ports like Singapore had neon-lit streets to tranquil gardens and temples. The botanical gardens were gorgeous. Sri Lanka, we did safaris and visited local temples. In Cochin, India, we explored ancient spice routes and colonial history, and flew to Agra, India to see the Taj Mahal. Our next stop is the dazzling city of Abu Dhabi and Dubai, known for its ultra-modern architecture. As we sailed into the Seychelles, we found ourselves in the turquoise water scuba diving. We made our way to Mauritius and Indian Ocean paradise. We would need all these sea days because once we get to Europe, we're going to be slammed with ports. We sailed further down Africa into the incredible city of Cape Town, where we saw breathtaking views of Table Mountain. Journeying up the east coast, we visited destinations like Walvis Bay and Luanda. This stretch is all about exploring the lesser-known gems of Africa. We sailed into the Canary Islands, where sun-soaked beaches met volcanic landscapes. We chose to scuba dive here. We continue sailing through many ports, and then we arrive in Greece, the cradle of Western civilization. Throughout Italy, we did a lot of walking. There was so much history to see. If you ever get to central Croatia, make sure you see Plitvice Lake National Park. We sailed to the breathtaking walled city of Dubrovnik, Croatia. This medieval town is a UNESCO World Heritage Site you don't want to miss. We continued to Malta and arrived in the historic city of Valletta. Rome, Italy, the heart of ancient civilization. Rome's timeless beauty will leave you in awe. We continued up the east coast of Italy and then headed towards France. In France, we explored rich history and beautiful landscapes via e-bike tours. This country is full of art and culture. We sailed into Barcelona, a city known for its unique blend of Gothic and modernistic architecture. And when we got to Malaga, Spain, we walked the most dangerous bridge in the world. We had so many stops in Europe. Our first stretch takes us through stunning coastal cities, and these destinations are famed for their historical landmarks, charming cobblestone streets, and a lot of castles. We continue to make our way north to Cork, Ireland, known for its friendly locals and lively pubs. This is the perfect stop for soaking in Irish culture. We then head back to France, United Kingdom, and then Belgium. We visited cathedrals and medieval cities along the way. When we docked in Germany, we went to the Rostock Zoo and saw polar bears. In Estonia, where medieval history meets modern innovation, the cobblestone streets of Tallinn's Old Town was beautifully preserved. In Stockholm, Sweden, we toured the Royal Palace. We continued sailing through Denmark, Germany, and back to Denmark. But nothing could prepare us for the stunning views in Norway. The fjords were magnificent. Norway is known for its mind-boggling fjords, lakes, and northern lights. We didn't go to Bergen, Norway due to potential docking issues in Amsterdam. In Amsterdam, we got to see its iconic canals, artistic heritage, and world-class museums. On our way to Iceland, we sailed through Cat 1 hurricane winds. We sailed into Reykjavik, Iceland, the land of fire and ice, and it proved right because the Icelandic volcano erupted that night. From there, we went to Greenland and in Canada and were on the home stretch. We sailed into New York City where the Statue of Liberty greeted us, then off to Bermuda, COCOCAY, and then returning to Miami to complete the ultimate world cruise. From one port to the next, each stop has given us unforgettable memories and experiences. But wait, how many oceans did we traverse through? How many seas, and notable waterways and canals, and other bodies of water? Well, let's take a look. We spent the majority of our time in the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans. We passed through seas, bays, channels, and crossed the equator 6 times. Well, technically 8. The captain did a donut. We experienced some of the most breathtaking waters on Earth. We also navigated iconic seas like the Caribbean Sea, Mediterranean Sea, South China Sea, and the Coral Sea. Each ocean and waterway brought its own unique beauty and unforgettable moments as we journeyed around the world. The Strait of Gibraltar was another highlight as we crossed between Europe and Africa, while the Prince Christian Sound in Greenland provided us with surreal, icy landscapes. From the calm blue waters of the Arabian Sea to the vibrant colors of the Philippine Sea, each stretch of ocean brought its own sense of adventure and discovery. Every day on the water felt like a new chapter in this extraordinary journey, with each destination offering something unique and awe-inspiring. Each ocean and waterway added to the magic of our once-in-a-lifetime adventure. So how many nautical miles did we travel? Well, we traveled 75,015 nautical miles, making this journey one for the record books, and unforgettable. So how many miles did Tom and I walk? I walked the equivalent from New York City to Houston, or from Paris, France to Moscow, Russia. Tom, however, walked quite a bit further, New York City to Salt Lake City, Utah, or from Los Angeles to Chicago, because he would run 5K on the ship almost every sea day. And if we were to walk around the Earth's circumference, Tom walked 8.59% and I did 6.37%. As for calories, I averaged 529 calories a day and Tom averaged 855 calories a day. We loved every mile, every step, and every wave we crossed. Thanks for joining us on this journey. And of course, don't forget to buy the very first children's book I wrote, Setting Sail, about Al's adventures as he begins the ultimate world cruise. More books to come.